Hello friend. Welcome to MovieMark. Today we have brought you some amazing Hollywood action adventure and science fiction movies on Netflix, which are masterpiece movies forever. Hope you will like them. So let's start today's video. Number 12. Pride and Prejudice and Zombies. This movie based on action comedy fantasy genres, with 5.8 imdb rating. Early 19th century England is besieged by zombies. The Bennet sisters, Elizabeth, Jane, Kitty, Lydia, and Mary, have all been trained in the art of weaponry and martial arts in China at their father's behest so they can defend themselves. Mrs. Bennet only wants to see her daughters married off to wealthy suitors. The Bennets attend a country dance also attended by newcomers Colonel Darcy, his good friend the amiable Charles Bingley, and Bingley's snobbish sister Caroline. There, the young and handsome Bingley falls for lovely, sweet-natured Jane. Number 11. Don't Kill It. This movie based on action horror genres, with 5.2 imdb rating. While chasing deer on a hunting trip in southern Mississippi, Gabriel's dog discovers and opens a small, unusual golden container. When Gabriel finds his dog, it acts strangely before violently attacking him. After shooting and killing the dog in self-defense, Gabriel returns home, displaying the same unusual behaviors and black eyes. In the wake of killing his family, Gabriel enters a neighboring house and begins to slaughter everyone in sight before being shot dead by his neighbor, Marcus, who immediately gets the same black eyes and completes Gabriel's task by murdering his own family. Number 10. Run Hide Fight. This movie based on action crime drama genres, with 6.3 imdb rating. High school student Zoe Hull struggles with the death of her mother, Jennifer, and her relationship with her father, Todd, is strained. On the way to school, Zoe witnesses classmate Chris Jellick planting a strange device in a field, but writes it off as a prank. At school, Zoe's best friend Lewis attempts to ask her to prom, but Zoe leaves for the bathroom when a drink is spilled on her. Number 9. Carolina's Calling. This movie based on adventure comedy science fiction genres, with 5.2 imdb rating. When Martin, a brilliant but failing engineer, creates an infinite power source that causes an oddball space alien to crash land on Earth, the two form a comedic alliance in their quest to get Bob home. Carolina's Calling is a 2021 American English language movie, directed by Michael Sequela and written by Don Arvizo, Michael Sequela. The film stars Antonio Sabato Jr., Stacey Dash, Jacob Hopkins in the pivotal roles. Number 8. Dawn of the Dragon Slayer. This movie based on action-adventure fantasy genres, with 4.3 imdb rating. After Will's father is killed by a dragon, he embarks on an epic journey to seek vengeance against the vicious monster. When Will's father is killed by a dragon, he embarks on an epic journey filled by vengeance that leads him to an ancestral home which he stays at and works for the tyrannical Sterling in order to learn how to slay the beast. While he is training, he befriends Sterling's daughter Kate, and Sterling becomes increasingly suspicious of and threatened by Will. He orders his men to kill him, but Will escapes. Now Will must evade Sterling's men whilst trying to avenge his father. Number 7. The Captain. This movie based on action-adventure drama genres, with 6.2 imdb rating. When the windshield of his commercial airplane shatters at 30,000 feet in the air, a pilot and his flight crew work to ensure the safety of the passengers and land the plane. Directed by Andrew Lau, the film is based on a real-life incident in May 2018, when the cockpit windshield of a Sichuan Airlines flight shattered while the plane was flying 30,000 feet above the Tibetan Plateau. The co-pilot was sucked halfway out of the cockpit and passengers started losing consciousness due to low pressure. Number 6. Shoot 'Em Up. This movie based on action comedy thriller genres, with 6.6 imdb rating. A man named Mr. Smith delivers a woman's baby during a shootout, and is then called upon to protect the newborn from the army of gunmen. Late at night, in an unnamed US city, a solitary man sits at a bus stop. A pregnant woman runs by, pursued by a man with a gun. With reluctance, the man at the bus stop rescues her and assists with the baby's delivery, while additional pursuers fire at them, including the gang's particularly nasty leader, an intuitive man named Hertz. Our hero, known only as Smith, determines to save the child and find out why Hertz wants the baby dead. At a local bordello, he tries to employ a lactating hooker to watch the child, but things quickly escalate, and this makeshift family is soon on the run. Number 5. Ender's Game. This movie based on action adventure science fiction genres, with 6.6 IMDb rating. Young Ender Wiggin is recruited by the international military to lead the fight against the Formics, an insectoid alien race who had previously tried to invade Earth and had inflicted heavy losses on humankind. Humanity has mastered interplanetary spaceflight and they encounter an insect-like alien race called the Formics, and war breaks out. The humans achieve a narrow victory, but fearing future threats of a Formic invasion, create the international fleet and train gifted children to become commanders at their orbiting battle school. Number 4. Pineapple Express. This movie based on action comedy crime genres, with 6.9 IMDb rating. Dale Denton, a process server and marijuana enthusiast, visits his drug dealer, Saul. Dale and Saul smoke the rare Pineapple Express strain together before Dale leaves to resume working. He arrives at the home of Ted Jones and witnesses Ted and police officer Carol Brazier shoot and kill an Asian man. While fleeing the scene, Dale throws his roach containing Pineapple Express. Ted identifies the strain and sends his henchmen Budlowski and Matheson to Red, a drug dealer who tells them about Saul. Number 3. Creed. This movie based on action drama sport genres, with 7.6 IMDb rating. In 1998, Adonis Donnie Johnson, the son of former heavyweight champion Apollo Creed via an extramarital affair, is serving time in a Los Angeles youth detention center when Creed's widow, Mary Ann, visits and offers to take him in. In 2015, Donnie is in Tijuana, preparing for his fight in an amateur boxing bout hosted in a bar. Upon returning from his latest fight, Donnie resigns from the Smith Bordley Financial Group to pursue his dream of becoming a professional boxer. Number 2. Dungeons & Dragons. This movie based on action-adventure comedy genres, with 7.6 IMDb rating. Dungeons & Dragons: Honor Among Thieves is a 2023 fantasy heist action comedy film directed by Jonathan Goldstein and John Francis Daly, who co-wrote the screenplay with Michael Gillio from a story by Chris McKay and Gillio. Based on the tabletop role-playing game Dungeons & Dragons, it is set in the Forgotten Realms campaign setting and has no connections to the film trilogy released between 2000 and 2012. Number 1. Money Heist. This web series based on action crime drama genres, with 8.2 IMDb rating. Part 1 begins with the aftermath of a failed bank robbery by a woman using the alias Tokyo, as a man called the Professor saves her from being caught by the police. He proposes to include her in a heist of massive proportions. After a brief outline of the plan, the story jumps to the beginning of a multi-day assault on the Royal Mint of Spain in Madrid. The 8 robbers are codenamed for cities: Tokyo, Moscow, Berlin, Nairobi, Rio, Denver, Helsinki, and Oslo. So friends, I hope you liked the video. If you like it, please subscribe to the channel to get more videos like this. Thanks for watching.